computer, the timer. Okay, 1 minute starts now. Okay, we are going to solve this question within the 1 minute. This particular question on page 191. Yeah, so you see, there's this figure that's made up of identical quarter circle. Of course, I have to tell you that, sorry, during exam time, you cannot cut your paper out. Okay, but I cut a copy. Yeah, I cut a copy here. Now, in exam time, you really seriously cannot cut your exam paper, okay? Okay, but yes, you will notice that some of your friends have an advantage because they already can visualize it. Okay, so if you can't visualize it, you need to practice often. Like I said, go up to the SLS to play the game that I have assigned to you. It will help to improve your visualization skills. Okay? Hold on a moment. Hold on a minute. I got timer ticking. Give me 1 minute. Okay. So here's the exact thing. It's supposed to be empty here. You see the dotted line is not a real line. Okay. So this is actually yeah. You see the dotted line? It's not a real line. Okay. Can you see this? Okay. So this is the real shape. Okay. The real shape. Can you see that? The real figure. Okay, the shaded part, to enable you to see better, let me highlight it. So you can see the shaded portion better. Okay, we passed 1 minute already. Okay. Come on, I should. Okay, 1 more minute. Okay. So, right, this one is the shaded part, right? Okay. There's one thing to solve this within 1 minute. Let me hold this. Right, okay, I put already, okay, okay, and then I'm going to snip it. I'm going to snip. Oh! Okay? Are you able to visualize it now? Can you see that transformation from this figure that was in this manner, right, with that shaded, and then how it transformed to this? Yes? Okay? Can? So I can say that the area of the shaded part here will just be the area of the rectangle. Now, what's the dimensions for the rectangle? What's the dimensions for the area of this rectangle? What's the length? Length. 12. So it's 12 centimeter times 6 centimeter. Answer is 72. The unit is cm square centimeter. Finish. Can you see the power of visualization? So just now, this was this shape, right? Yes? Do I really need pi? Do I need pi at all? No. See what happened? I took this quarter circle, I cut it out. Okay, here this is the shape. This is the original shape, remember? Okay. Let's put it again. Like this, right? Correct? That is the original shape. I cut out a quarter circle, put it onto the white part. It's identical quarter circles, isn't it? I take the other quarter circle and put it on top. And then what do I get? The rectangle. Where's the circle? I want the shaded area, just the shaded part. So I will just put the shaded part and then I cover up the white part. Is this okay? Okay, last one, let's go. Now the last question I want to do, okay, you have these sets, right? Now, before we do the last question, can I just tell you this is homework? This one we already done the activity. Remember? Now, yeah, I want to follow the paper tomorrow. Okay? Yeah, tomorrow for sure. Because tomorrow I want to read officially finishing up this chapter now. Okay? And then tomorrow I want to collect everything back, and tomorrow we kickstart revision. Okay? Alright? So tomorrow you hand in all your circles, word problems, as well as this last set. For this one is just a discussion. Whose arrangement do you think is better? Okay, now, hey, Skylar, I have 25 minutes left. I need focus. Need you to focus. Okay? So which arrangement, is it Jenny's or Peter, is closer to the area of the rectangle? This one we did it. Remember the activity? Yeah. So please share your thoughts in the blank here. Okay, right now we are going to do this particular question. This is the activity. You can discuss with your partner beside you. Let's give this up first. Okay, I'm just giving out the pizzas that's supposed to accompany this page. Okay? Okay, I just gave out the cutouts that's supposed to accompany this page for the activity. You need your calculator, so get your calculators ready. Okay, let's take a look at this story here. Now, you don't necessarily have to cut out, okay? If you don't want to. But if you want, you can also do so. But I would say it's not really necessary, because the story is more important. Okay? So, for this piece of paper, can you take a look at the pizzas that were just given out to you? Zara, I also need you to focus. Shall I ask? I should probably do that. You to switch seats with Ryan. Okay, ready? Now, let's look at the story first. Can you see that? Wait, let me say this first. Can you observe that there are two smaller pizzas on this page, and you flip over, there's a gigantic pizza on the next page? Okay, let's look at the story here. This is the story, okay? Yes, alright, that's a good point. Okay, where is my number? Okay. Okay, so the story here says that the diameter of the large pizza, the diameter is twice the diameter of each smaller pizza. Can you measure the diameter now to check? The two smaller pizzas here, right? The diameter, what's the diameter? The line across the pizza. Okay, oh, your ruler not enough. Okay. I use mine, okay? Can. The small pizza can. The small pizza is... Huh? Yeah. Can you see? Let me zoom up. Okay. Can you see? Yeah. Okay, the smaller pizza is 8 now, about 8, okay? Okay. across the pizza half, okay, the small pizza diameter is 8 centimeter. Okay, the smaller pizza, the diameter is 8 centimeter. Now, here says the large pizza, the larger pizza, is the diameter is twice. So meaning the diameter should be times 2, which is 16. So question has already said it just now. Let's just double check it. Okay, so it's indeed 16 centimeter. So for the larger pizza, the diameter is 16 centimeter. Okay, here's the discussion. Okay, the discussion asks you, do you think that, because you see the diameter, right, this is 8 centimeter, this diameter also 8 centimeter, then for the large pizza, the diameter is 16 centimeter. Okay, now the question A says, if you combine the two smaller pizza, do you think it's going to be the same as the large pizza? Not sure. Okay, you need to calculate now. Okay, find out, okay, area of the large pizza versus area of one small pizza, and then you have areas of two smaller pizza combined. Okay, so times 2. Okay, so you have the area of the large pizza and area of one small pizza. Now, how many of you before starting to calculate, you think it will be equal? One big pizza equals to two smaller pizza. Okay, how many say, I don't think it's the same? It's not the same, you're very sure it's not the same. Okay, prove it. Prove it. Now, then answer the next question. The next question says, if the price, right, is 3 times the price of each smaller pizza, would you buy one big pizza or would you buy 3 smaller pizza? If the price of the big pizza is 3 times the price of each smaller pizza, is it more worth it to buy the big pizza or 3 smaller pizza? Okay, explain your choice. Okay. Okay, this is the part you can discuss. Because you really want. Yeah. But by the end of 12, by the time of 1:15, I want to see your answers. Okay? You can stand up and go and discuss with anybody you want. Alright? But by 1:15, I want you to be able to have some answer. Which one will you buy? 1 big pizza? 3 smaller pizza? Which one is more worth it? In terms of area, sorry? Up to you. You want to cut, you cut. Is it better to buy 1 big pizza or 3 smaller pizza? The price, is it worth it? In terms of the area, is it equal? Yes? Yes. Okay, the area of the large pizza will be pi r squared, that will be, yes, question, 3.14 times the large pizza. Oh, that's it, that's right. Okay. Okay. And the answer will be 200.96. 200.96. Is this correct? Okay, I'm just writing down what question is telling me. Okay, just to remind you that after we write the diameter, do you realize that you also have to find out the radius? I hope you have used the correct measurements. Okay, in terms of the small pizza, okay, so the radius of the large pizza is 8 centimeters. Okay, so in terms of the small pizza, Skylar, what will be the formula? 3.14 times. Skylar, what's the answer? 3.14 times 4 times 4, and the answer will be sorry? 15. Do you say 15? 50. 50.24. Okay, then we need to times 2, which will be 100.48. Okay, so in this case, based on the measurements, the areas are different. So one large pizza and two smaller pizza, the areas are not the same, not equal. Now let's go on to B, part B. So down in part A. B is an interesting story. Remember when we talk about whether things are worth it or not? Do you remember which topic is it? Which topic? Which topic we discussed a lot about whether it's worth it or not? Ratio? Last year, there's this particular topic, it says rate. I buy a pack of 8 eggs, remember? 12 eggs versus 10 eggs in a tray. Do you remember rate? We talk about comparing pumping petrol, remember? Yeah, and bubble tea. Remember? The question was, what's the cheapest bubble tea? And that was rate. Now, so in this case, we need to involve the new idea about rate. Okay, when we assume the rate, we can use an assumption, a number, or we can use algebra, also can. But in this case, let us try. Did anybody come up with a solution already? Not yet. You need more time to discuss? Okay, maybe why that? Okay, based on what? Based on the area, what about the price? Does the price matter? Does the price matter? Okay, let's assume, give a price. Let's use a number to buy. Have anybody buy pizza before? Let's have a good number. $5? For 200 centimeters, it's quite big. Okay, let's use maybe $20 for the small pizza. Okay, yeah, very expensive. Let's assume that the price of small pizza is $20. So 3 pizzas will be price of one small pizza will be $20. So if I look at it, 3 pizzas will be $60. So I'm assuming that one pizza is $20. So 3 pizzas will be 20 times 3, that will be $60. Now, it says here that in the question here, if the situation, if the price of the big pizza is 3 times on a small pizza. Okay? So the price of one big pizza, okay, is how much? Also $60. So now, looking at it, okay, question is almost correct, the answer. Okay. First time he say, I will still buy the bigger pizza instead of the 3 smaller pizza. Why? Yes, Marianne. Huh? So he only carries 3 pizza. Wait. Yes. Okay, she's saying the bigger pizza is bigger because space on the area. So you want more people to share, the bigger pizza is better. But I haven't mentioned about, she didn't mention about the price. So she very generous, I never mind about the price, just wait for it. Yeah. Yes. Very good. And then? Yeah, okay, very good. So all of you said the valid points. So you can write in your video, whatever you just said. Okay? Those are all very good points. So Chen Chen said the most important one. The most important part that she mentioned is that, look, the price is the same. So the price, because the price is equal, it's the same, the price makes no difference. The difference will come in when, like Jaren said, even if I combine all the 3 smaller pizza, oh yeah, we mentioned 3 smaller pizza. What's 3 smaller pizza area? I forgot to calculate that. So we want areas of 3 smaller pizza combined. What would that be? 3 times 50.24, what would that be? Times 50.24? 150.72. Yeah, so yes, this further proves Jaren's point that even with 3 pizzas combined, the area is still lesser than the big pizza. Yeah, good point. Not necessary. So how many, okay, Skylar has a good point. How many small pizzas should I buy so that it will be bigger than one big pizza? 4? Will it equal? 5? Who said 4? You buy 4 already, you're bigger than the big pizza already. Okay, how is it must buy 5 and then bigger? I calculate lah, the calculator is here. So I use my calculator. Okay, 3.14 times 4 times 4. Okay, times 4, 200.96. Yes, Percy said, oh yeah, you need to buy 5. How many need to buy 5? Because I said more, right? So buy 4 is equal. Is that alright? Okay, let me double check, is it correct? Yes, that's correct. So yes, those of you answered 5 is correct. You need to buy 5, then you can have more. But if you want equal, it will be 4. Okay, so with that we are like somewhat done with the chapter. Okay? Alright? So I'm finished with most of the questions I want to complete. Then this one is homework. Okay? We have already done the hands-on activity. So I just need you to share your thoughts about this. Is this okay?